On in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, people. Tonight I am working on something new. Um, Thought it was about time that I kind of did a little update on my mock-ups. And sometimes I just need a front-facing mock-up. So decided that I want to go in here and kind of go in and show some things here on creating a color changing mock-up. This video is going to be a pretty fast one, so come on in, check it out. So here I have a job approval sheet, and you guys have seen this hundreds and hundreds of times. So this is the job approval, and on my job approval I have this little mock-up that I just created, this little t-shirt mock-up. And sometimes I want to change the colors of the shirt, right? And I don't want to be bothered with going in and finding different shirts in order for me to change the color of the shirt. So I don't want to have to go into, sorry y'all, I don't want to have to go into any other apps, anything like that to change my colors. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm clicking on stuff, moving, and doing 100 things at one time. Let me get that off of there. Oh, I'm sitting on my mouse. So we're going to do some things in this video. We're going to work some things out. There it is. There's Corel. So we're going to work some things out. Because as a designer, as a t-shirt designer or a custom t-shirt printer, we always use mock-ups. You are going to be able to use this method with anything, and I've showed it before, but this is a newer t-shirt. And we want to be able to go from this to where we can change things, see how we can make that t-shirt be any color that we want it to be. When we click on the regular t-shirt here, we can click it all we want and it's going to still be white, and we can't change it. And we want, when we're designing, we want to be able to change it. So as a person who does t-shirts, you want to always be able to quickly change the color of a t-shirt. And you can do this whether you have this on a model or what have you. I just have the need to do a front-facing t-shirt. And so that's what I'm going to display in here. I'm going to show you this method, how to go from this to this. We are going to be using Coreldraw to do this, y'all. I'm trying to get to my phone because I'm not going to be able to see the comments. How's everybody doing today? If you are new to the channel, welcome. I'm Latana, the Lady Print Boss. And on this channel, I teach people how to boss up in their t-shirt business and how to level up in their t-shirt game. I am a Corel expert, so can't see you live right now. Okay, y'all can't see me live. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to turn my camera on. Oh, hold on. Okay. Oh, let's take that to the desktop scene. Okay, so now y'all should be coming in just a second. Thank you, Renovia. Thank you. Y'all should be coming on. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Oh, let's take that to the desktop scene. Okay, Renovia. There we go. We got everybody on here now. All right, y'all. So let's start that over. That's why I always try to get into the video from my phone. So today we are going to be working on creating these mock-ups. And I'm going to do this in Coreldraw. If you do not have Coreldraw, you can purchase this over on my Amazon page for like $100, or you can go to Corel.com and purchase the subscription or purchase the full version of it. I think it's about $4.99, but it's the same exact program that you will go over and get on Amazon. It is the one that I'm using. For some reason, y'all, I can't get to my own video. So let's see. Here we go. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, I see y'all. So if you're new to the video, then welcome. If you are a new subscriber, I hope that you join the channel, and I hope that you like the content that you find here. Y'all go ahead and smash that like button as y'all come in. So as a t-shirtpreneur or as a t-shirt designer, you guys should always be able to, you should have an arsenal of things for when you're designing so that you can design fast. I've showed this before on the channel. You should be able to take any color, any mock-up that you want and change the colors, right? Any mock-up that you changed, right? Anyone. And so what I have here, this is the back of this t-shirt. I actually pulled this t-shirt offline over on Canva, and if you see me clicking it now, it is not changing colors. However, when I click this t-shirt here, this t-shirt will change colors. And this is what you want as a designer. You want to be able to use the same t-shirt to do several mock-ups, especially when you're designing. You don't want to have to go to places like Placeit or jump online and find different things. Now, once you have created this, then of course you can create your own backdrops back here. Like how I just have this pink backdrop. You can add in scenes in the background if you want to add in different things, right? You can add different things in there. So how do we do this? Going to make this quick and easy. The job approval forms are available over on Latonna.com. I don't know if I said it already, but I'm Latonna, the Lady Print Boss. On this channel, we teach you how to boss up in your t-shirt business. So I think that, you know, hey, somebody could benefit from this. So we want to go from this to this, because how many of y'all are spending money on, how many of you guys are spending money on mock-ups, right? So I'm going to, not only am I going to show you how to do this at the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to bring that design in there, and if you have ripples and things, how to make that look realistic, right? This one for me, y'all, is just, so I have tons of t-shirts, some with, and if you wanted like a whole body frame, you could do that. I've got plenty. But this one, I wanted one that's straight, full front and full back. So I went on there and I found one. And we're going to use my favorite tool. If you watch me all the time, then you know what one of my favorite tools is. And we're just going to go in. It's real easy to do. You can do this with any product. Over here on our tools bar, we're going to go in here and we are going to use this B-spline tool. The B-spline tool allows us to quickly trace over any design. Now I'm going to do this. I am a perfectionist, so I did the first one, and then I'm going to go in here. I'm going to do this second one kind of fast, because we are here on live and I don't want to be on a long time tonight. But as you're tracing, you want to try to get right there on it. You could get a little bit to the outside, right? But not too far. You want to trace and you want to get as close as you can with that tool. And don't worry, like right there, I'm a little bit far on the outside. That's okay, because after we get through, I can always go back and edit those nodes. Those nodes are the little bitty itty bitty squares that y'all see. Those are called nodes. And we will go back in and kind of edit those. You can also add in points. So we're just going to take whatever object it is. When you have spare time, you want to make your own mock-ups. Now there are mock-ups over on my website. When this video, I'll probably end up adding this to my collection. I show you guys how to do things for yourself, for those of you who want to learn how to do things, right? And then I also put things on the website for those of you who just don't have the time to learn how to do it, and you just want the template and you want to be able to do it. So it's two different people. It's those of us who want to learn how to do it and those of us who just want the template. So if you just want the templates, then you can, just go over to the website, and on the website I have short sleeve, long sleeves, hoodies, all types of stuff. I don't believe in holding information. I don't want to just sell y'all stuff because I make my money. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to have the tools that you need so that if you decide, hey, I need to make something that Miss Latana does not have, right? I need to make a mug and she doesn't have a tumbler, a color changing tumbler or something like that. You can go in and make it, right? So now we have this. We are going to remove the outline because now y'all see that white going around there? Let's remove that white. Let's remove that white from right there, okay? Let's remove that white. And we are going to click this button here. This is called the shape tool. We're going to click this shape tool, and that's going to reveal these different nodes. So let me just zoom in here. I do a lot of zooming when I'm working, a lot of zooming, y'all. So here we can move these nodes. If y'all notice, when I'm using Coreldraw, you are using the same tools. You're using the same tools. 9 times out of 10, you're using the same tools. Somebody said something the other day. They said, here you can make that a point. See how I took that from being circular to being a point. Somebody made a comment the other day and said they had been using the Bezier tool or the B-spline tool. There's a Bezier tool and there's a B-spline tool. Both of them are pretty similar. So notice I'm going around. Now, right now, this is just a solid outline. But we got to add some transparency onto this. But we don't want to use our regular transparency tool because that's not going to give us the color changing options that we want. It would give us some colors, but it's not going to give us what we're looking for. Right? So as I do this, now I'm going to click right here, and if I click this plus sign, that will add another node. Sometimes you want to add a node, you may want to subtract a node. It's going all the way around my design. Now here's the thing about this. Once you do this, you are then able to use this template over and over and over again. I got to get that to mute off of my phone, y'all. I do not like it. They send out too many too many text messages and alerts and notifications and all of that stuff. I don't want to be notified about any product all day long. Starts to get spammy. Anybody ordered off that website yet? So I'm just kind of going in and looking at it, seeing what I think. Now I'm going to zoom out. Okay. I see a little bit there. You could go here if now you could trace around this, and then this is the mistake that a lot of people do. They just go and they just take that and then they kind of add transparency on top. But notice when you add that transparency, see how that orange, I selected that orange and that orange is really light. Look, if I select that green looks almost lime. So this is what you don't want to do, because you want your colors to actually look like the color that you're selecting. So that's what you don't want to do. But we can do that just so that we can clean up our artwork. And then we will push that back to what we want it to be. So I'm just going to clean this up just a little bit more, because I told y'all I'm a bit of a perfectionist when I do stuff like this, because this I'm going to use this all the time, right? I'm going to use it all the time. And it might not be perfect, but if we can get it close to perfect, that works. So we got that little bit showing right there. Maybe have just a little bit up. It moved, hit the back button. We got a little bit right there. We'll have a little outline and maybe just a tad bit there. So let's go here. Let's pull that down just a little bit. I'll try to get as close on it as I can. Then don't worry about it, because you can always go back and you can always go back and now let's take that transparency off. Bring that back down there to bring that back right there to 0. Okay, now what you want to do is when you're using this transparency, this tool here, you want to use transparency, but you see over here at the top, look at the top, follow this, there we go. Follow this arrow, right? Up here at the top, you have options. That's a normal transparency. You can go in where you can add. We don't want to add. We are wanting to subtract. When you subtract, it brings that t-shirt, gives you all of those, the wrinkles and the fades, and gives you that more lifelike look, okay? So now we're done with that. We can start clicking and looking to make sure that we have our stuff on here, that our colors are looking right? We can click, make sure that our colors are looking like we want them to look. I'm going to take this and I'm going to Control D. I do see that up there at the top of that. It could be because I went in and made it shorter. So, but there's one color. Every color, when you do this, it will become the same color. Now the key is to start with a white t-shirt. The key is to start with a white t-shirt. Now the only problem that you have is if you use a 100% black shirt. Which one is that? That's a CMYK. If you use the RGB black, it will do that. Well, that's a CMYK, right? That's 100%. So what you want to do is you want to use like a 90% or a Pantone black so that you don't get, y'all see the difference? So that you don't get that flat look. That's the only color that will give you that flat look. Okay. Now that we have that, what I did with this one is I added some shadows over here just to kind of make it pop. Just a little shadow. And if you want to add a shadow, you're going to go over here to this shadow tool. You'll click shadow. Come from the very top of your design. Bring it down and we're going to just put it right over it. It's going to give us a shadow. And I don't have it all the way down here, so it's down there. I couldn't tell. So now we have that shadow. Okay, I'm going to change that to another color because I want y'all to see. So when you add the shadow, it will make it dark like this. So now you need to lighten that up, right? You need to go in and you need to lighten that percentage up so that it's looking realistic, right? You can lighten up, bring the feather. Your feather is, there's a glow around here. There's a glow around here. So the feather, that's what the feather has to do with that, the size of the glow that you have on the shirt. That's what the feather has to do with. Now, what I want to do is I want to take this pink, I want to take this pink, and they need to be the same, right? So with your feather, I'm going to look here because the feather does change your image just a little bit. So here I have 16 and 16. And then here on the other one, I want to go out and select it. Select this one. It may not show me because it's grouped together. I'm going to have to ungroup it in order to see it. But it's right there about where it's supposed to be, y'all. I think this one, oh, that one over there was actually, it's pretty close. I'm going to bring this feather down because I think I got that feather over there at about 10. The transparency, I'm going to bring the transparency on both of them to both of these numbers to 10. I don't know what the other number is. I'm going to bring both of them to 10. Now you could change this color, your backdrop, right? Your you could change the drop shadow color on there. We're going to leave that alone because it wants to seem to do something crazy. So here I'm going to have to ungroup this really quick. Break these objects apart. Go here. Go ungroup. Let's see this drop shadow. That should give me the shadow. Hopefully. There's the shadow. Okay. So I should now. I went in and combined it, y'all. Some reason I cannot get back to that one. So I'm going to leave that one the way it is. But I want that to be, I'll go back in and change it because I've went on in and combined stuff and all that kind of stuff. So it's making it difficult for me. So I'm going to just go back until where it's grouped at. Okay, so it's grouped now. And I'll go back and change that one later. But y'all get the idea of the whole thing. So now I have this, I can take it and Control G and group it. And just going to go on and delete that. Bring this one over here. And bring this over here. And let's sit it on top of each other and kind of stretch this out and make it about the same height and size. And then I'll take this here and I will go Object and align it to the top of the page. I see that now you may see a little line here, but that's because this design, you can actually, the way it was before when I grouped it together, you could do like half and half on the shirts. You could even take off the sleeve if you wanted to and change the sleeve. So if you want to do like one, for example, with color changes sleeve, I'm going to end up going in, looks like, and editing this one right here some more. Looks like I'm going to end up editing that some more. So I'm going to take both of these because my shirts are always going to be the same on the front and the back. And I'm going to group it. Now I'm ready. Now I can add it to wherever I want it to be. And my colors on here are just a little bit off from one from another. I can see it. I don't know if y'all can, but I can. Let me ungroup this. And then bring this over here where I want it to be. Because when I go in and I put my design on here, I want my stuff to hit, you know. Make them. I'm pretty happy with it. But, and if you're looking to see what color you have, like you can go here and you can see my cyan. See, I've got 100% yellow. Notice, you'll see the little difference. That's where I was telling you where I could have went back and changed that. I've got more of a shadow on this front than I do here on the back. I want to drop that down to 10. So I hope that this video helps some people. I'm going to take both of these and group them now. Try to get them both in there. Okay, how big is that? That's going way over there. See. I want that to be grouped in there because I want that to be where I can. So all I gotta do is just do this one time. Now you could take this like this same one. I probably pretty much won't show it on here, but object, group it. Okay, let's make sure that nothing else is grouped but that. Okay, so I'll probably take this and put it on another layer, and then that way when I have multiple shirts to do, if y'all notice, I kind of simplified this. There was too much typing that I had to do when I would come in. So this is very, very simple. Now, if we want to go in and we want to change this background here, we could change that, make that black or whatever, you know, that you want to change yours to. If you wanted to put purple and pink or kind of the business colors, our business colors, but you could do different things in the background if you are into the colorability, like you really into colors and all of that stuff. Do what you want to do with it, right? This logo here, I'm going to come in and bring it down just a little bit on the business logo. And now we ready to roll. So basically, I only, let's say for example, we're going to bring in a design in here. We can bring in something I was actually working on. I actually have something that I can bring over there because I am working on t-shirt design. Remember when I told y'all I said you can't do black 100%? Oh, my leg is, ah, my leg is, get a 90% black here. That's 100% black. Where's my 90% black? That 90% black sure does not look like a 90% black, but okay. So this is the design that I actually want to do here. I've got this right here, that this little logo here that I need to send over a job proof. So I actually do need to send this over. So let's just group it and Control C, copy it and paste it over here, and I can actually do an actual t-shirt design with this. So for some reason when I was creating this this logo right here, before I bring it in here, I need to do something with this. Because when I was creating this group, ungroup it, it would not allow me to do certain things. So one thing I don't want is any outlines on any of this. I did not realize that I had an outline on it. I don't want an outline on any of those letters. Problem I had was that when I try to combine the letters on the A and the B and in here, it just won't let me combine it. So what I'm going to do is select the shirt color there, and then this black in here, it will be those pieces of the shirt color. That way it will blend in when I actually put it on the shirt. So now we can just Control D and just move this right here, and I will group it. Control G and we'll group it. And we can bring this over here and put it on the shirt. See how you can't tell the difference in the color here. So let's say, for example, because this particular t-shirt really does not have anything, you see right here where if I put that over the S, you really kind of see that. So one thing that you can do is you can barely, it's kind of hard for me to do it there, but it's going to be hard for me to do that here, because that is going to, let's see if we subtract that. If I subtract that, that's going to take out all of the color. So we're definitely not going to be able to do that here. Let me go back. This particular design, y'all, I can't do nothing with. I can't do nothing with it. I didn't, I had to trace over it. So, um, and because I don't do this kind of stuff too much anymore, I can't really do too much with this one. I'll show y'all on another one. But we're gonna go in and I have to place this. So when I'm doing a placement, this is where we are. I saw somebody screen printing some shirts the other day, and they were putting the logo here too close to the, just too close. Now, before y'all, on my mock-ups, I would have 3 inches down and the, going across where it would be. I don't do that anymore. Because it takes too much of my time. So I don't do that anymore. I place it on the shirt, and where it is where it is. But I place it where I know that the normal print would go. So I'm going to place that on the shirt. Now, if I send this over to somebody, it's pretty small there, right? So you may want to take and put your logo here. This isn't just the best one to do it with, right? But we may want to take this and just do a box and put this inside of the box. Move the logo to the front. Did I select the whole thing? No, I did not. When I selected that, oh, I did not. Not selecting the whole thing. Hold on. Because what happens is when people get that small logo like that, Control G and group it, they don't realize they can't see it, right? So you can either just add it on there in a box, something like this here, which is the actual logo. And I will, for me, I'm going to just make an outlined box on it and kind of do like this here. That way it kind of stands apart from that. And then I could kind of downsize this right here, right? And I could just put this on here and they will know that, okay, that is this is the size of the logo that they are. This is what they can see it better, is what I'm saying. They can see it better. And I kind of like that a little bit thicker so that it's kind of, and so you're pretty much done there. Now, sometimes you could even put this logo going back across here and make like a backdrop. You can do all kinds of stuff, but just kind of gives you an idea of what you can do, when you are creating a logo for someone. And here we go. Okay. I kind of downsize that just a little bit. That's good enough. And then here I would just add in what size this is going to be. Now, someone asked me, how do you know when you are creating a design that you have that design in the right place, or you have that placement correct, right? Let's go here and let's ungroup this. So I don't do this when I'm designing because I've been doing it for a long time, but some Control C. Let's go here to a new page, Control V, and paste this, right? We don't need that bottom. We just need this here. And we are going to Control G and group this. Now let's go here and make a page size and make it 40 by 40. Okay. So we can take this image here. Let's make that 40. And it should go here. So here is our average on what the page would be. And actually this page is 40 by 40. So we would kind of come in here and you could have this page kind of laid out like this, right? So you know, okay, this is the average size of a large shirt. And we can object group, we can ungroup it. And then you can put this on the shirt like the size. Okay, this is what it's going to look like. And you get real technical with it, right? So now you say, okay, now I see, okay, I can have it a little bit bigger. And I can move it here or however you want. And then you can group this back together and then go and downsize it on the page. If you want to get really, really deep with it, you could always go in and, which this is really uncalled for, but we do have some people who want to really, really get deep and make sure that the size is the size. So let's say, I think I have a all over t-shirt here, somewhere on here in my templates. Maybe I don't. There is a step. There's one. Oh, I don't have it. So I'm not going to worry about it then since I don't have it. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it then since I don't have it. But that's how you would know, you know. And you could even send something like this over separately, right? If you wanted to. But I don't do all of that. So what I do is, let's go back over to the logo. This is it right here. This is a job approval form. So what I do is I send this over as a PDF, a vector PDF, if the person has paid for the artwork. If they have not paid for that artwork, y'all, do not send this over as a vector PDF. Send this over as a JPEG. Okay? Send it over as a nice JPEG for them. So I forgot what I was doing. So we needed to see what size that print was going to be. That's what we want to do. We want to see what size this print is going to be, because this is about the size of a large shirt, right? So this print, right now that print is 5 inches. And we don't need it to be 5 inches. It needs to be no more than about 3.5 inches going across right there. So we're going to take it down at, we just go right here and make it 3.5. Okay, so now I know it's 3.5 by 1.75. That's the size that their print is going to be. So over here, I would type print size 3.5 inches by 1.75. Okay. And then that is the left breast. Now, or left chest. Now, most of the time, I don't do that because I'm too busy to do that. I know that I'm going to print it, what size I'm going to print. I'm going in just showing y'all for those who don't know. So I know that I'm going to print that about 3.5 inches. that's going to be what it is, unless the client asks me to print it 4 inches or whatever. I'm done, right? So now I'm just going to go over here. You should always have a job proof form. So now I'm going to go over here, and I'm just going to change this wording. And I'm just going to do this because y'all are on here, and this is actually a real order that I need to change. So today is the 30th. And if they approve this today, so Thursday it's going to be, I told them I would have this done on Thursday, which is going to be the 2nd. Let's put it for, you know what? I'm going to put it for 5 days anyways, because sometimes, and if they actually need it before then, they'll tell me. So it's been a while. We've been working on this. So next week, next Tuesday is June 6th. I'm gonna put the 6th on there, which is, yeah. Now, what people will do is, if they, sometimes people will say, can you have it by this time, right? And you can rush yourself to have it by that time, or you could just put on there, you know what I'm saying, when the date that you're gonna have it. And they, if it's, you know, because we haven't just agreed for on nothing particular. So if he needs it beforehand, I'll still do it, because I've been knowing that I was going to uh, do this order. So I'm ready to rock and roll. I don't remember the man's name. We'll just put his first name. People don't really pay attention to this part as much as they do that date. Okay. All we know is that it's going to be black, because these are going to be customer provided tees. Now, sometimes people will ask, well, don't you use the exact shirt, the shirt that you know, like the shirt that, the brand of shirt that you're going to be printing on as the mock-up, right? You can. That's up to you. We're going to do, this is going to be just black, and then customer provided. Because I think some of these they're going to provide, and some of these I'm going to provide. Now here, this is very important to have on your job proof. Is that print going to be a vintage print, or is it going to be a normal print? Right? And here we are going to take these colors of what we're going to do. This is just going to be a white and gold. And that is more of an old gold for the inks. That's it. That's what we're going to have on front and back. Right? That's what it's going to be. Okay. So those are the colors. The method of printing is screen printing. I've pretty much done everything here with this, right? So I don't need to do anything else here, but save this as a PDF or what have you and send it over. This is okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to, well, there we go, to customer data. I'm going to go in here, I'm going to right click, and I'm going to make a new folder. And that new folder, where was it at? Just went in and made a new folder, and it's going to be labeled new folder. When you make a new folder, or right click it and rename it. Now everything that I do Abyss Entertainment for this company will go in this folder, right? I don't know why that St. Patrick's Day design is going in there. I don't know what I did, but I had to click on something. So let's do that again. So go over here into the customer data. Now we should find Abyss Entertainment, and we will save this as Abyss Job Proof. Okay, I'm going to save that as the job proof, and then I'm going to also save this as a JPEG because it's not paid for. This is for me to send him the picture. Once you save that PDF is a vector PDF. So, that is fine. Use color-proof settings. Okay. Document settings. Okay. So that's fine. And then, so now that I have that saved, this is actually going to be, this right here, y'all, is actually going to be a new job proof that I'm going to save as a template. Oh, I hit save as. Save as template. And this is going to be an updated template, a new template, which is going to be 2023 crew neck. Front and back. So now that will also be saved in as templates. So whenever I need to use something, I can use it. I'm going to come in and look at the comments in just a minute, and I'm going to go ahead and make this screen. Let me save this file here as a CDR file. It's going to be a Coreldraw file. Okay, we don't need to do that. I don't need to save it there. I just need to save it here. File, save as. This here is logo, vector logos. In Abyss Entertainment. So after I do this, I have one more file that I'm going to save, and that is this. Now we are going to make the screen for this thing, and we're going to make this, let's go object, group it, and this needs to be 3.5, 3.5, okay. Notice the 3.5 by 7.5. There's the screen. Let's go over here to scripts. Let's pull up the, if I have it on here, I may have to load it in here. Let's go here. Let's pull up SEP game. And incept game, let's hit that. Now we got the registration marks. We're going to go file, save that as, and this is the screens. Okay. So this job is now ready to print. Go in, check it real quick. Make sure that it color separates for me without any problem. Go here to general. And hopefully we got this thing together. If y'all are going to learn how to screen print, you are going to need to know how to color separate your artwork. So I advise that y'all start paying attention to this when I deal with this. I always bump that contrast up. Anywhere between 5 and 10 is fine, because you want dark films. You want your films to be printed out as matte paper. The N on photo paper matte is just my newest settings. That's all that is. And this right here, I could actually print it out on a small sheet. I'm not about to print it now, but I want to see that it's going to print. Okay, so we're going to go now. We're going to go into color separations. Everything that's C, M, Y, and K, we do not need it, but we have black, so we need that black screen, right? So we're going to uncheck everything else except for the two screens that we're using, and the two screens that we are going to be using for this design is going to be the black color and the gold. Now when we print this, we are going to drop in, because we're not going to print black ink, we're going to drop white ink into the screen. So you want to go in and you want to do a print preview. You want to see, okay, you got your black screen, and there is our other screen. Now this white screen right here, that's going to be the inside of those two things. We're going to uncheck that because we're not going to use that when we go into print. We can go right here to print preview to see it bigger. There's our design there for screen 1, and there it is for screen 2. Now you could type in, you know, like letters on there, what it is that you are going to what ink you're going to use on what screen. We do that over here in the set program, but this is ready to go now. So all I have to do whenever I am working on something, once you save it, regardless of what type of printing you are doing, start saving your files, create a customer folder, and anytime that those customers need a job, all of these are customers' orders, you can easily go back to that same file folder, and you are going to have various files in here. So if you need to go back and send them another job proof, you've already got the job proof. You've got that. Where is my JPEG? What happened to my JPEG image, y'all? My JPEG image is not there. So guess what? I can open this up and then take a JPEG, turn this into a JPEG, right? So we're just gonna open it up and do that because, oh, look at there, that changed on me. Good thing I opened that up, because now I'm gonna have to go back and fix that. And that's why we always save it as a JPEG. Boom, 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 boom. Look at there. See, nothing like doing stuff quick and easy. Hit that right there. You always save it as a JPEG so that you have that image in the event that something goes wrong, so that you know when you send it over there to the customers. Crew neck, blah blah blah. This was going into the customer data. Go into his stuff, and Abyss. Okay, so there we have. Okay. No, guys, this isn't the reason that this is not going to have any rush fees is because I've actually had this order for about I've actually had this order for going on 2 weeks. I'm just sending the job proof. I've already like that if I already know that I am doing an order and I've already talked to the people. We've just been waiting for the shirts to come in for them to get ready to bring the shirts. So there's no rush fee on this. I already know that I have this to do, and I can literally, y'all have seen me on here. I can knock out orders when I need to. I already know that this was going down. We already know that this one was going down, y'all. So okay, so all I have to do now is shoot this over to the customer. And one other thing that you can do is, you see this job proof or these screens right here, this logo, what have you. I think I already deleted everything else. But let's say I have this right here, right? I can go here and collect this for output. I normally do stuff like that if I'm working with a design like this. Once I have the screens, right? And you have a logo. If you hit this collect for output button, this will automatically save all of your files, your color. If you click on pre-press right here, right? You can include your CDR. I always back this up to about 2017 because you never know what version people have. This will go in any fonts that are in there. It will save any color profile. Now, why is that US coded color profile being here in this document? But it will save all of that stuff and it will place it in a folder, right? Whatever folder that you want, that you choose to place it in. We'll place all of that stuff in the folder. So then you have, now this one right here does not have any text or anything like that. But what this does is it places all of that information into the folder, right? I already have a file name, da 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 da. Do you want to replace it? I don't want to replace it. So I'll go back and rename this. Let's just place it in a zip folder. That way I won't have to rename it. So you see how it has this? It will create a Coreldraw file, a PDF. It will create everything for you. Put your text in there, your color profiles, and all of that stuff into, I must have changed my color profiles the other day, but it will put all of that stuff over here in that folder. All that stuff that I just did manually, it will go in here and create and put everything in there for you. What did I say the name of that was? Abyss customer. No, no, I don't need to be in customer invoices. And so even to the invoice, I could put the invoice in that same, let's see. There we go. So it should be another folder here that has basically all of that stuff that I just did off in here. See? So any fonts, any information that you use, even my ICC profile. So that is basically it. We are going to go in here, go to this Windows, and go in here to color management, and We're going to change that right there because we need that to be our default. We do not want that to be our default. We want to go in here and I want to change that to wide gamut CMYK. Okay, and we'll leave that dot game. Okay, that will be okay. Assign new color profile. Okay. Now we'll go in here and let me try something. Okay. File. Export for the web. I'm checking these colors because I did notice it as I was sending it out. Okay, the purples are purple. Everything is the color that they are supposed to be. Okay, so I hope y'all learned something from that. I know I haven't really been conversating with y'all tonight because, honey, I was trying to get this stuff going over here. Oh, okay, so let me see here. Evening chat and bosses. Oh, the heart button is visible. Okay. I see y'all are able to put all kinds of stuff on there. Okay. Okay. I'll put this, may put this in here for the things. And y'all also, so y'all are in here and y'all, I see y'all are talking about Corel Draw. Have I created tie-dye shirts? Yes, ma'am, I have, Miss Renovia. You can also, so y'all always see me working in Corel, right? But there's so many other programs. You can also do things here. So this is, I've got two different versions of Photo Paint. Y'all know I have two versions of Coreldraw on my computer. So you can also work in Photo Paint, in Corel Photo Paint, either one, and you can create beautiful pictures. So you get a couple of different ones. I'm so used to working in 2017 that I don't really use the 2021 version. But yes, ma'am, Miss Renovi, I have done tie-dye shirts. You want to do some tie-dye shirts, girl? Renovia, yeah, that is supposed to be chesty. So the one with the, because there are two different, one is for the front and one is for the back. So you see one is more where you can see the chest, and then one you can see like the shoulders. That was pretty much the design that what is that going for? See, I haven't used this in a long time. So you would go in here and you could bring in images. So this is the one that you would edit images in. If I'm doing a simulated process print, this is what I would color separate in. But as far as images, you have a cutout lab. Y'all never see me come over here and work in here. So I may start doing that. Let's bring in something. I need to import something. Here we go. So you could bring photos in here and you can do just about everything that you can do over in Corel, you can do in here with the exception to vectorizing, because this is a raster program like Photoshop. But you can do so much stuff over here too. It's just that draw is my preference. If I could find something here, I would show y'all something. None of these photos seems to be opening up. Something, I guess I'm just impatient. Those are Instagram posts. Well, I'll show y'all this program another time because I am a little bit tired. But I'll show it to y'all another time. Things that you can do over in there. Finish them tumblers, girl. Yeah, it is. So if you, I kind of zoom in. And like I said, so if you notice here, this is a chest. This is the front of, this is the front of the shirt. So you can tell the difference when you zoom in, right? So this is the front. Right here you have the collar, you have the chest, and then this is the back, which is the shoulder, which is going to be more broader. And then you have the swoop here, which is designated, so it's showing you that that's not the front. And again, like I said, these two colors are a little bit off because when I created the first one, I left that extra little bit on it. If this one is about 15, this is at about 10. But yeah, that's it. Okay. I'm tired, y'all. So today I did made some quick little change today. Um yes, they gonna feel it this year. You sure right. So a lot of people calling for last minute stuff. I had last minute order earlier. Did I already? It was with a little girl. She called and she wanted some. She just called and wanted. I did these pictures here. She called and she wanted a couple of graduation shirts, and I told her, I said, yeah, I'll do them for you, because she was about to cry on that phone, and it was supposed to be 4, and then 4 turned into 10, and then from that 4 that turned into 10, then I told him, I said, hey, I'll do 10 of them. And it was $35 a piece because the price changed after past the 4, right? So I did the 4 for the little girl for $25 a piece, and then her whole family wanted them. Anyways, y'all, I did the shirts, honey. They in there, they ready. She didn't come and pick them up, but I got paid. They decided they're going to use them on the 10th of June instead of today, but they ready. Stuff like that, I just do quick stuff. Okay, so I see somebody saying, anybody know a place you can get images printed on transparencies with registration? If you have, what you need to do is you're going to have to put your registration mark on your stuff, Keisha, and then you take it, your artwork, and then you take it to FedEx, and FedEx or FedEx does it. Yeah, FedEx. I don't know about the FedEx store. They will print out the transparency. I think you can even get the transparencies printed at somewhere like Staples, places like that. But you have to have exactly what you want, how you have it done. You got to already have those registration marks and stuff on there. If you don't know how to do the registration marks, you can do your registration marks like Coreldraw has registration marks in any program. Go into, even if you are in even if you are in, what do you call it, in Photoshop or whatever um, program you're in, if you go in under your text and go into the non-printing text, I believe it is, go in here and it's going to be under wingdings or webdings, either one, not sure. But there will be a registration. There will be registration marks either under wingdings or webdings. There's going to be registration marks, and then you just change to a registration color that's not in your design, and you will find it. And here might be under the wingdings, but it's in there somewhere. There's some registration marks in here somewhere. And you can use, you can use anything for, like, there, this is a registration mark, this is a registration mark. So you just, bring those registration marks in, size them to the size that you want them to be. I would say no more than a 1/2 inch, because once you get to so big, you control D and duplicate them, and then you can put them here like that, and then you go in there and then just align those registration marks, align them and put your with your design and everything. And you can even change this registration color. Now with the registration color, it's been a long time since I went in and found, since I did that. I think it's edit field, and I cannot remember, because I normally go up in there and do it. I'll think about it, and I don't know how you do it in other programs, but I know how to do it over here. Should be here. I'll think about it, y'all, because it's been a while. Buying that Black Max. I keep on telling y'all. Y'all be buying that stuff that your ink shouldn't be dried up. I don't care what you do. That good old Epsom ink. I tell y'all all the time, that good old Epsom ink not gonna have no problem with it. And I'm using that old cheap Canon ink, that's that remanufactured ink. All you gotta do, not remanufactured, but aftermarket ink. All you gotta do is just go in there and just bump up your contrast, your color intensity, and make that bright, that black, and you're done. Instead of buying that expensive ink, it'll get you every time. All right, y'all. Oh, okay. Renova says, Lady Print Boss replying to Miss Pauline, aka about her order that had a custom. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, okay. Keisha, I don't know what printer is it. A Canon IX 6820. Well, let's see if we can find you some ink, baby, because um, all you need to do is use your regular inks, and I have a Canon Pro 100, and I use the aftermarket carts. Let's see if they have one. Well, you don't even have to buy that Black Max. That all that stuff is just really nothing. Uh, they might have Let's see if they got a replacement cartridge. Let's see. Let's see here. All right, over there, maybe to somebody like Incredible. I'm gonna show you the one that I use off of Amazon. The one that I use. I use an aftermarket. This is a compatible one. For you gotta find your number though, IX620. The company that I use is, see the ones that I use. I'm over there, got stuff all up in there. Show you the ones I use. I just ordered ink not too long ago. I don't have any problem with this ink from this company either. I use the Next Page. This is the one that I use in my Canon. I use these. I order these. That way I'm able to also use the printer for other things and not just screen print inks. And it's, it's cheap. It's affordable. Paid $32 for 2 sets. It lasts me for a very long time and I'm good to go. You don't have to use all black, but it's up to you. You can go in and find things that are really affordable and won't dry up. And you can use this even if you may be using Black Max, because maybe you're using uh, uh, Separation Studio, or maybe you're using AccuRip or whatever. You can still use that. Okay, y'all. Okay, let's see here. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead. I think this is it for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to get off of here. And hopefully I will jump on tomorrow. I got to order some stuff. Yeah, that's a lot of ink for that price. I do it all the time. That's what I've never used like the Black Max system or any of that stuff, because all you do is how you see me go in there and just push it up and be done. You know better, you do better. All right, y'all. Good night. Let's see here. Oh, get off of here. Close y'all out. Let's go ahead and delete that and save this. Okay, this is good. Yes, we're going to save that. Oh, I still got to work on this. Okay. All right, y'all.